You're giving yourself away for free, and the world is laughing at you. Every day, you trade your time, attention, and dignity for scraps. You smile, you comply, you disappear, and no one respects you for it. Today, that ends. Here's the brutal truth you've been avoiding. Accessibility equals disposability. The more available you are, the less valuable you become. You answer every text immediately. You say yes to every request. You bend, you flex, you accommodate. And what do you get? Disrespect disguised as familiarity. Exploitation wrapped in friendship. You've been operating under a covert contract. If I'm kind, they'll value me. They don't, they won't, they can't. Machiavelli understood this 5 centuries ago. The prince who makes himself cheap makes himself a servant. You think generosity builds loyalty, it builds contempt. Why? Because human beings don't value what's abundant. We desire what's scarce. We respect what's expensive. We protect what costs us something. You've been free, freely available, freely giving, freely disposable, and your life reflects it. Your relationships are transactional. Your career is stagnant. Your self-respect is eroding. This isn't bad luck. This is cause and effect. You set the price at 0. The market responded accordingly. Your weakness isn't kindness. It's strategic incompetence. You never learned to price yourself correctly. In the next 15 minutes, you'll learn 5 principles of strategic scarcity: how to withdraw access and increase demand, how to construct psychological pricing mechanisms, how to weaponize your absence, how to make people earn you, and how to raise your price publicly without apology. This isn't about becoming cruel, it's about becoming expensive. There's a difference. Let's begin. Number 1, scarcity creates value. The economics of attention. You're everywhere. That's the problem. You're the dollar bill lying on the sidewalk. People step over you. They expect you. They don't treasure you. Your background noise in their life. The reliable option, the backup plan. Compare that to gold. Rare, hidden, protected, expensive. This is information asymmetry weaponized. The person who controls access controls value. You've been flooding the market with yourself. Texts at midnight, favors without boundaries, emotional labor on demand, free therapy sessions for people who wouldn't pay for your coffee. You think this builds connection, it builds entitlement. People categorize you as low value because low value things are abundant. High value things are protected, guarded, rare. Real world example. 1, the therapist. Look at therapists. Good ones are booked months in advance. They charge $200 to $300 per hour. They don't answer texts after hours. They don't give free advice at parties. And what happens? People value the sessions more. They show up on time. They respect the boundary. Compare that to the friend who gives free advice 24/7. People cancel on them. Take and never give. Same advice, different value. Why? Scarcity and price. Real world example. 2, the executive. Steve Jobs didn't take meetings with everyone. His calendar was protected like nuclear codes. Bill Gates has think weeks where he's completely unreachable. Their time became more valuable because access became limited. Meanwhile, the middle manager, who's in every meeting, passed over for promotion. Why? Abundance signals low value. Machiavelli wrote, "Men in general judge more by their eyes than by their hands. For all can see the appearance, few can touch the reality." People value what they see as rare, not what they know is available. Your appearance matters, and you appear cheap. Stop responding immediately. Build a 4-hour minimum delay on non-urgent communication. Remove the green dot. Turn off read receipts. Disappear from social media for 72-hour cycles. Cancel one commitment this week without explanation. Watch the panic. Watch the sudden value increase. When you withdraw supply, demand rises. Basic economics applied to human relationships. Ask yourself right now, who in your life takes you for granted? Why did you train them to? But scarcity alone isn't enough. You need the second principle, or you'll just seem flaky instead of valuable. Number 2, construct your velvet rope. Access. Architecture. Exclusive clubs don't beg for members, they filter them. There's a line, there's a vetting process. You're the bar with no bouncer. Anyone walks in, anyone takes a seat, anyone demands service, and you comply. This is strategic suicide. You need a velvet rope, a visible barrier between you and the world. Not walls, selection criteria, not isolation, filtration. Real-world example. 1, Soho House. Soho House doesn't accept everyone who can pay. You need references. You need to demonstrate you're the right fit. Celebrities get rejected, billionaires get rejected. Why? Because access architecture creates value. Compare that to the person who invites everyone to everything. Their friendship feels common, their presence feels optional. Real-world example. 2. The consultant. Top-tier consultants don't work with every client. They have qualification calls. They turn down projects. McKinsey doesn't chase small businesses. They select Fortune 500s. Companies compete to hire them. They pay premium rates. Meanwhile, the freelancer who takes every job, lowballing prices, getting ghosted, burned out, same skills, different access architecture. Think like a predator, not prey. Wolves don't chase every rabbit. They select, they calculate. You're the rabbit running toward every fox, asking to be eaten. Machiavelli. The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him. You are judged by who accesses you. Your inner circle is your reputation. Look at your phone. Look at who drains you. That's your brand. Is it expensive or desperate? Create 3 tiers. Inner circle, middle ring, outer perimeter. Inner circle gets your time and priority, maximum 3 to 5 people. Middle ring gets pleasantries and boundaries. Outer perimeter gets polite unavailability. Audit your contacts this week. Delete 20%. Unfollow anyone who doesn't elevate you. Block energy vampires without announcement. Your attention is currency. Guard your calendar like a vault. Who gets your best hours? If the answer is whoever asks, you're broke. You've built the rope. Now we weaponize the thing they fear most. Principle 3 gets dark. Number 3, weaponize your absence. The void strategy. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, or it reveals you never mattered. Both are useful data. Your presence has become white noise, background static. People take you for granted structurally. Why? Because you're always there. The lamp in the corner, functional, ignored. Now remove the lamp. Watch them stumble in the dark. Real-world example. 1. The employee who quit. There's a pattern in every company. The person who does everything, covers shifts, fixes everyone's problems, then they quit. Suddenly chaos, projects collapse, management panics. They offer double the salary to come back. Their absence revealed their value. Meanwhile, they stayed and complained for years. Ignored, underpaid. Real-world example. 2. The friend who disappeared. Watch what happens when the glue friend stops initiating. The one who plans everything, remembers birthdays. They go silent for 1 month. Half the friend group doesn't notice. The other half realizes they never reciprocated. The absence sorted them automatically. This is shadow integration applied tactically. You think disappearing is mean? It's not. It's diagnostic. It reveals who notices, who values, who actually gives a damn. Machiavelli. It is better to be feared than loved. If you cannot be both, adjust it. It's better to be missed than present. If you cannot be valued while present. Fear of loss exceeds joy of possession. This is loss aversion. Just go silent on your 3 most reliable relationships for 1 week. No explanation, no warning, just absence. Turn off read receipts, cancel standing plans. Create a void where you used to be. Monitor who reaches out. Monitor how they reach out. Panic within 24 hours. They valued you. Anger and guilt tripping. They were using you. Indifference after 7 days. They never cared. The ones who don't notice, delete them. The ones who guilt trip, downgrade them. The ones who respect the boundary, promote them. Count to 3. Think of someone who wouldn't notice if you vanished. Why are they still in your life? Absence creates hunger. Principle 4 teaches you to make them audition. Number 4, make them earn you. The audition protocol. You've been auditioning for everyone. Job interviews, dates, friendships. You perform, you prove, you demonstrate value. Backwards, completely backwards. The expensive asset doesn't audition. The expensive asset selects. You're supposed to be the casting director, not the desperate actor. But you've been memorizing lines, hoping they'll choose you. They smell it, they exploit it. Real-world example 1. The dating disaster. Watch the person who texts first every time, plans every date, asks, "Are we okay?" after every silence. They get breadcrumbed, ghosted, treated like an option. Now watch the person who matches energy, doesn't chase, suggests one date, then waits. They get pursued, valued. Same market, different strategy. The selector wins. Real-world example 2. The job negotiation. The candidate who accepts the first offer gets the lowest salary. The candidate who says, "Let me review and get back to you," gets better terms. Why? The first signals desperation, the second signals options. Companies respect the one who makes them compete. Lions don't hunt other lions, they hunt prey. The moment you stop running, stop proving, you stop being prey. This is frame control. The person who needs less controls the frame. You've been asking, do they like me? Am I good enough? Wrong questions. Expensive things ask, are they good enough? Will they add value to my life? Machiavelli. Men are so simple and so ready to obey present necessities that he who deceives will always find someone who will let themselves be deceived. You've been letting them deceive you into thinking you must earn their presence. Reverse it. Make them demonstrate investment before you commit attention. Stop initiating. For 30 days, be 100% reactive in 3 key relationships. Let them text first. Let them suggest plans. Watch who fades. Watch who steps up. Create small tests. I'm busy this week, but if you want to meet, propose 3 times that work for you. The effort they invest reveals the value they assign. No effort, no access. Respond to investment with investment. Respond to low effort with elegant unavailability. Never explain, never justify, just be selectively available. Ask yourself, who are you chasing and what does that say about how you see yourself? You're selecting now. But there's one mechanism that separates the expensive from the merely scarce number 5. Raise your price publicly. Install the announcement effect. Expensive things announce their price. They don't hide it. They don't apologize. The luxury brand doesn't whisper its value. It screams it through packaging, presentation, positioning. You've been hiding your standards, softening your boundaries, apologizing for your needs. You think humility attracts respect. It attracts vultures. Real-world example. 1. The restaurant. High-end restaurants list exact prices. $150 for a steak, $300 for the tasting menu. No apology, just the price. People pay it. They respect it. Compare that to the restaurant constantly running discounts, hiding prices. People assume low quality. They negotiate. They disrespect the establishment. Real-world example. 2. The boundary setter. One person says, I try not to work weekends, but if you really need me, I guess I can. They work every weekend. Another says, I don't work weekends. My time off is non-negotiable. Guess who gets their weekends? The second person. The first taught everyone their boundary is negotiable. This is surgical communication. You must state your terms clearly, unapologetically, and publicly, not arrogantly, just factually. This is what I require. This is what I offer. This is the exchange rate. People respect clarity. They exploit ambiguity. You've been ambiguous, hoping they'd guess your worth. They guessed low, Machiavelli. Where the willingness is great, the difficulties cannot be great. If someone values you, your boundaries aren't obstacles, they're filters. The right people pass through, the wrong people self-select out. Write your non-negotiables. 5 relationship standards, 5 professional boundaries, 5 personal requirements. State them in conversations. I don't do last-minute plans. I don't discuss my decisions. I don't lend money. I don't respond after 9 p.m. Say them plainly. Say them once. Enforce them silently. When someone violates a boundary, don't argue. Withdraw. Distance is the consequence. In professional contexts, state your rates clearly. State your process clearly. No discounts for friends. No rushed jobs. The moment you cave, you teach them your price is negotiable. Who in your life has violated your unstated boundaries? Why haven't you stated them clearly? That fear is your leash. Number 6, the transformation from free to priceless. Let's consolidate. You've learned 5 principles. 1. Scarcity creates value. Withdraw to multiply worth. 2. Construct your velvet rope. Filter ruthlessly. 3. Weaponize your absence. Make them stumble without you. 4. Make them earn you. Stop auditioning, start selecting. 5. Raise your price publicly. Announce your terms without apology. This isn't theory. This is battlefield psychology. You've been operating as a charity. Open, accessible, generous, and the world has treated you like one. Useful, forgettable, replaceable. The moment you become expensive, everything shifts. People pursue, people prove, people value. Not because you changed who you are, because you changed how you're accessed. You're not becoming a worse person. You're becoming a protected one. You're not losing relationships. You're filtering them. The right people will pay your price gladly. The wrong people will eliminate themselves. Here's what happens if you ignore this. You continue bleeding attention, time, and dignity to people who wouldn't cross the street for you. Your resentment grows. Your self-respect erodes. You become bitter, exhausted, invisible. 5 years from now, you'll be in the exact same position. Same people taking advantage, same boundaries being crossed, same you wondering why nothing changes. You die having given everything and received nothing because you never learned to charge. You thought generosity was virtue. It's not. It's strategic incompetence dressed as kindness. Or you change today. You implement these 5 principles. You become expensive and you watch your entire reality reorganize itself around your new price point. If this hit you like a surgical strike, subscribe now. This channel doesn't coddle, it arms. Every week I dissect power, psychology, and the brutal truths no one else will say. Hit the bell. You'll need the next video. Now, engagement prompt. If you're ready to stop being free and start being expensive, write this exact phrase in the comments. I set the price. 3 words, no explanation. That's your declaration, your line in the sand. Do it now. And here's your homework. Pick one person who takes you for granted. Go silent for 7 days. No explanation. Watch what happens and come back and tell me in the comments what you learned. Write day 7, update, followed by what you discovered. This is how transformation starts, not with theory, with tactical withdrawal. You've been free long enough, time to become priceless. I'll see you in the next one, if you earn it.